Yeah, looks like they back for a fifth season, man.
Who that?
Sports Roundtable.
Who?
SRT Crew.
Whoa.
SRT. They got that realness flowing in they DNA. Damn you lame if you ain't tuned to SRT today. HO got that payload when he say so. What you betting on? Don't get mad at me on fantasy. Break up Kyrie LeBron. I be smooth as sports superhero Hancock in the mix. Deal with roll tide forever. Real talk, you know who he gon' pick. See where I be with SRT. Beyond the glass, that G Money. They with a strong. I never lose. 6-man elite. That's J Smooth.
All you other sports radio shows is fake news. Believe it. Turn up your radios, cause it's time for SRT Radio. Yeah.
What up? It's Sports Roundtable, and we are live from your virtual studios overlooking the digital world. It is Happy SRT Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. And how is everybody doing on this Wednesday? Suspects. The guys are here tonight. Yes, sir. Starting off with the most famous name in the world, last name that is. Mr. Asa Brown is in the building. What's up?
What's going on, HO? Coach, how's it going?
Asa.
HO is here.
Good.
Ace is here.
Yes, sir. Everything good with you over there?
Yes, sir. No complaints. Just trying to stay dry.
At the bottom. There you go. It's raining over that way, huh? Yeah,
Raining off and on all day, depending on where you at.
Yeah. And down at the bottom, we got the most famous Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, #1 fan. Coach is in the building. Coach, what's happening?
Hello, good people. What?
Hello, good people.
Yes.
I had somebody say today, Coach, that they trying to figure out when E-Dub come on, how many names he gonna have before he leaves.
Uh-oh. Microphone going
Either
out.
way, we got a great. Your phone going out. You need to call. You need to get on your computer.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
My mic gone again. Let me check out for a minute.
All right. Well, we got a great show coming up. We got some hot news. We got the NBA review, and the Stanley Cup. Stanley Cup is on and popping. So before we even get started, hey, so let me ask you your take on the Stanley Cup right now.
Man, it's absolute seminar. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Out there on the ice, just a whole bunch of overtimes, comebacks, and so we're gonna see what the South can do. I believe the series is 2-2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's 2-2.
So now it's a best of 3. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Carolina, the South got something to say still, right?
Man, listen, I think like we mentioned a couple of weeks ago, we don't know where Lord Stanley gonna go back to Canada. And he's been living in the South for the last few years, between Tampa Bay, Miami, and it's looking like it's going to be possibly Carolina now. He's just traveling the South and the East Coast.
Yeah, man. I don't know if, and correct me am I wrong, but I don't know if Carolina, the southern part of the states, get enough credit for the non-football sports. Like the baseball this year. Like LSU did a wonderful job running through. They had a time where they was going through the SEC and going through the NCAA in baseball. Vanderbilt was the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had Nashville hockey that had a brief moment in that sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
And it went down to Florida. Now it's coming back to Carolina. So I'm not sure if we are getting the South enough credit for the non-football sports.
Man, I don't want to say, I see where you're going, and I would say, I think it just depends on what echo chamber you're in, right? So if you're a real avid hockey fan, you're gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Obviously, like what we just talking about, southern region teams have been dominating. But I think overall, people have realized that the South has done a lot at the collegiate level and the professional level. And I think they realize too. People are realizing now that your southern states is a hotbed for talent across the board. Because you mentioned LSU and men's baseball and things of that nature, but the girls are dominating the softball era. You know what I mean? And so I just think Vincent mentioned like collegiate golf. That's what I'm about to get to. I think when you start looking like sports across the board, I'm going to say Southeastern Conference, but I just believe anything below the Dixie line has been at a top tier for 5, maybe a decade going on now. And you're starting to see it. You're starting to see it too, HO, on where some of these expansion teams are happening at in all sports, right? So you see where the NBA is now like, you know what? Let's look at Tennessee in a natural market for a basketball team. Let's look at that Nashville market for a baseball team. So you're starting to see, it's maybe not as loud as we would like to have it, but I think it's there. And the other thing I would say too is on the collegiate level with football, now you've seen those schools come at those. There's the main reason why you got UCLA and all them jumping into the Big Ten and the Big 12 is because they know that they need to be out here in order to recruit better because the talent is this side of the Mississippi. They don't have any talent in Nevada. They don't have any talent in Idaho. They don't have any talent. I know I got states that may not want to listen to me anymore, but they don't have any talent. You know what I mean? in Montana, the talent is in Mississippi, Georgia, South Carolina, parts of the Carolinas, parts of Tennessee. You know, Oklahoma. That's southern part of Texas, Florida Panhandle, Louisiana. You know what I mean? That's where the talent is at.
Yeah. Gotta say what's up to VP. He is back in the chat, and he makes a great point about the WNBA in Charlotte. That is a great point.
Yeah, it should be. Well, I think now the WNBA seem to have gotten their money straight, and so let's see how they do the next couple of years with sponsorships and all that.
If they get a team in Charlotte, do Dawn move to the pro ranks, or she stay at South Carolina?
Ooh, timing. I mean, granted. Oh man, what kind of heater is Dawn Staley on right now? What, she's been to 4 out of the last 5?
Yeah.
NCAA championship rounds or Final Fours. She's won 2 of them, right? You know what? I think, and she's already tested the water as far as coaching for an NBA team. So I think I can see her going. I think, if she stays on this heater for,
do you know how much clout she would have if she coached the WNBA team, and how many players she got in the league
already, right?
Yeah, play for her.
Yeah. No. So no,
hold on. Let me see what VP say. VP say, "Whoa, hold your horses."
Well, VP, I was just about to say the class she's recruited this year, right?
Yeah.
These next 3 years, for sure, she's probably got an opportunity to win at least 2, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So, and then now let's just say within the next 5 years or less, the WNBA does expand and get another team, and they put one in Charlotte. Now you're looking at her already having, what is she? She'll have 4, maybe 5 national championships. She'll have probably at that point 10 plus 12 seasons of 30 plus wins. She might be looking for a new challenge.
That's possible. And I don't think anytime you're a collegiate coach, I think the pro level is always your challenge and your goal to get there, at least to try.
Yeah.
Not necessarily to you just at least want to try it out, put your toe in the water and just to try to see what you can do with it.
Well, if she didn't take that interview, if she hadn't taken that interview with the Knicks or any NBA team a year or so ago or 2 years ago, I might be saying, nah, she'll probably be a collegiate coach for life. But for her to pick up the phone and take that call, to your point, that's the next challenge, right? So
yeah. I mean, because I think you always want to do it at the highest level.
Mm-hmm.
That's the challenge. Can I do it at the highest level?
Yeah.
Now, if she, just like VP said, if she stays and the challenge would be to break Pat Summitt's record, then that gives you that could possibly give you that what you're going to get from the NBA, because that challenge of breaking that record is serious.
Other than titles, I think she might already be on Pat Summitt when it comes to like wins. Like I said before, I feel like this recruiting class that she has, that's 3 to 4 years of 30 plus wins. The way they talking about this class, you know what I mean?
There you go, right there.
Yep. So, Cho, me and V, we have not talked. So don't. It's just some Carolina boys on the same page again.
Can't knock it for sure, because yeah.
Now the only thing I would say about Coach, about her is, I think we forget she's getting up in age, right? So how much does she want to do this stress level?
Look who's back.
So, that would be the only thing I would think about with her is, if she wants to take that challenge, does she want to take it at 60 plus years of age. You know what I mean? I think sometimes we think about her still being a young person.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right, Coach, we
not
talking
saying
about
50, not saying 60 or whatever is old, but it is a different stage in life, right? You know
Whoa,
what I mean?
whoa, partner. Hold it now.
Coach, we talking about possibly Don Staley taking a Charlotte NBA job if the WNBA goes to Charlotte.
No. Stay where y'all, Don. Stay in South Carolina.
There you go, Coach. You got a message.
No, I ain't cuss them out. Not this time. They snuck us. They snuck us last night. I ain't gonna say nothing. They snuck us. That's okay. We got something for them. We got something for them. Game 5. We put all of them on. My boy Jack Eichel. I had a talk with him. Look, quiet talk. It's okay. He the captain. Don't cap. We got to stop a couple people, slap people around, and hey, we it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Might be some slapping going on tonight in New York as well.
All right, speaking of that, let's go ahead and jump into it. We was already in the hot news without even introducing the hot news. So let me go ahead and introduce the hot news.
Blazing, hot, scorching, on fire, red hot. This is why I'm hot. It's the Sports Roundtable Hot News.
This is why
sir. The hot news sponsored by our good old friend Big Easy Grill, 1193 Collier Road, Atlanta, Georgia. Big Easy Grill, the spot to get the shrimp, the crab claws, and the red beans and rice. If you know, you know. Big Easy Grill, 1193 Collier Road, Atlanta, Georgia. Going over there to Big Easy Grill, let them know about SRT and Sports Roundtable. Go ahead and get your SRT discount. Emails $25 or more. All right, now we talk about the NBA. NBA Finals. Knicks up 2-1. They go up, win 2 road games. Come back home and lose a home game. Coach, I'm gonna start with you. Your thoughts on the series thus far? Uh-oh. You with me, Coach? All right, Ace, go ahead.
I feel San Antonio is going to win tonight, but I will say game 3. So I was waiting for the night to say this to you, H.O., when you asked me the question last week about is the NHL scripted? And I was like, no. We did the whole realizing how many years that the Stanley Cup has not been in Canada. Well, last night NBA or the game 3 NBA seemed scripted. The game didn't have any flow. That's you, Coach. The game didn't have any flow. Game 3. You know what I mean? And so it was real choppy in my opinion, especially the second half. And that obviously favored San Antonio. So I feel like if the game is in a flow and the refs can swallow their whistle a little bit, the Knicks should be able to win. But I don't think that's going to happen in this game either. I think this game is going to be a choppy game that determined by the refs again.
Mm-hmm. All right, Coach, your thoughts on he done went away.
It went away.
Yeah, just when he was about to say something. So I can dig what you're saying on that because it looks like they trying to let San Antonio back in the series.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Wemby got a flagrant for an elbow in the series before, then surely he could have gotten a flagrant for this what he did to Jalen Brunson.
The shove to the head, right?
Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out, what's what.
Now I will say this though, I didn't have any problem with who was it? Was that Castle that ran straight through Brunson on the baseline? I didn't have any issue with that. Come on, Brunson. The man shot the ball was shot. Go get a rebound and box out. If you're not going to box out, then you're going to get this forearm. You know what I mean? So I kind of felt like he tried to sell that too much and then winded up kind of hurting his tailbone a little bit. So I didn't have any issues with how San Antonio handled that. But I do have an issue on how the league handled Wemby shoving the guy in the back of his head. And again, they were reviewing everything in Game 3 in the second half. So how come you didn't review that in the first half?
Coach, you back with us?
Wait a minute. Hey Joe, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Who did I tell you was gonna win the game? Who did I
Game
tell you was
3.
gonna win the game? Yes.
The Spurs.
Who won the game?
Spurs.
Okay. The defense rests, Your Honor.
Enough said, huh?
Enough said. I don't need to say anything else. I know it's a miracle sometimes. People wonder, how does Coach be getting them right? Does he know anything about inside secrets? Nope. That's just ESPN. That's all. Simple as
Who
that.
gonna win tonight, Coach?
Who win the night then?
I guess the Sinner fan gonna win tonight.
Yeah, let this thing keep sliding. Maybe if I gotta prop it up because I gotta use my other device. Spurs gonna win tonight.
Spurs gonna win tonight.
The New York Knicks, their aura has been shot to death because of one the Nod father.
So are they gonna cover the spread though?
I don't know about the spread. The only thing I know about spread is spreading peanut butter on a sandwich. I don't know about no spread. So I don't know about all that, but I know that the aura of the Knicks, they in trouble. They are in trouble, unfortunately for them. So hey, what goes up must come down. But no, I take that back. The Knicks are gonna win tonight. I'm serious this time. The Knicks are gonna win.
That was a quick change. You reviewing something?
No, I just remembered something. I think the Knicks are gonna win because that Ute, that wild UT is gonna show in a game like tonight, and the veterans are gonna pull it out and gonna keep up the legacy of. I mean, not the legacy of the movement of the road teams winning every game. BT, shut up. I don't want to talk to you. Shut up.
So
I ain't got but one device on. I'll device you.
Go ahead, Ace. What you got?
no, I mean, I guess I had the Knicks winning in 7. If they win tonight and they go up 3-1, I don't see San Antonio forcing it to a game 7. So a win tonight is the Knicks winning it in 6. And so I'm kind of going back to where everybody kind of saying, the league want to see, they want to see a long series. If they want to see a long series, then San Antonio got to win tonight.
Well, VP just told you why it's gonna go 7.
Well, I mean that, yeah. Cause I mean you got that northeast corridor. That has a lot of eyes.
It peaked at
And you
26
got
million.
and you have a superstar or a budding superstar, a household name in Wemby. So
See, see, there you go. Talking about going to Calci. See, here we go. Trouble.
All right, so we done talked about the Stanley Cup. We done talked about the NBA. So now my question is, which finals is holding your attention more?
the NBA.
Coach?
Yeah, the NBA for the simple intrigue of the young upstarts trying to beat the somewhat grizzled veterans who hadn't got a taste of it in 50-some years. And like I said, San Antonio, the Knicks are going to play harder because they got way, way more to lose. And San Antonio, in the back of their mind, I don't think they think about it. They want to win now, but their youth is going to keep them in this thing for the next 10 years. So if they don't win this year, well, okay. But the Knicks going to play like their hair on fire because they got everything to lose because they don't know when they're going to get back again. And this might be it for them.
Well, fellas, I'm gonna have to go the other way. I think the Stanley Cup is got my eyes more intrigued, but it's personal.
You don't want to see that.
Yeah, it's a little personal for me. So,
hey, Joe, you already know. We know your personal dislike with above the mid Atlantic line. Anything above Virginia.
But listen, think about it like this: for one full day, and possibly for a whole week, we won't see Timberlands posted nowhere. We won't see nobody with a New York hat and talking and all this other kind of stuff. Possibly, if San Antonio win tonight, it's gonna be quiet in the church mouth.
Well, look for a couple of days of quietness because I think I might. I don't know if Coach made the pick that said San Antonio was going to win, but I believe
New York.
You said New York wins tonight.
Yes, sir.
I got the Knicks in 7. And for it to be a 7, I think the San Antonio got to win tonight. So I'll go for the. I got San Antonio tying it up tonight, and then first time for everything, right? This will be the first time you have 4 straight home team lose.
Man, guess what, man? Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Man, come on, man.
This is way hot.
Come on, man.
Oh,
what? Wait a minute. Oh, my God.
What's up, fellas?
Oh, Lord.
now we know why it's raining outside. It's been raining all morning.
Oh, brother.
Started raining at 5 o'clock on my way home. Now we know.
Hey. There it is.
What's up, fellas? What's good?
Hancock is in the building, baby. Yes, sir. What's happening, bro?
Hey, man, I'm good. Hey.
Cloud. There you go.
I meant to call Coach to see if it was okay for me to join. What's good, fellas? How y'all doing?
Man, all
Better
is well,
now.
bro. Just
Yes, sir. Yes,
just sit up
sir.
here
Long
talking
time
about
no
this
see.
series. Coach said the Knicks gonna win tonight, but he said San Antonio at first, but he switched to the Knicks.
Yeah,
VP said he put a bet in. That's why he switched it up.
I heard that. I'm a little. I don't know who to say is gonna win tonight, man. A lot of it has to me to do with whatever the officials do, man. If they allow the physicality, then I think San Antonio has a good chance to beat them because I just think that they have so many bodies that they can send at Brunson, man. And to me, New York goes as Brunson goes because they don't allow Cat enough freedom to be Cat. I think Cat has an advantage at certain areas, but like I said, I think that the bodies that San Antonio can throw at Brunson with Champagne, with Vassell, whatever his name, Castle, even De'Aaron Fox. They send so many bodies at him that if he gets past somebody, then he got a 7-6, he got to try to finish over, and they are already still defending at the back. So, I mean, even when he gets by, so I don't know, man. Depending on how the officiating goes, if they allow the physicality, I think I'm leaning toward San Antonio.
So Hancock, so the games 3 seem choppy to you, especially in the second half? Did it seem choppy?
Yeah, it's choppy. I thought there was a lot of fouls called early on New York, but they were to me legitimate fouls. I mean, when I looked at it and I watched it, I think Maurice and I were talking about it. Yeah, it kind of made the game kind of stop and go, and it wasn't a fluidity to the game, but still, you have to take into account if you're fouling, you're fouling. You're going to get that, and I don't know, man.
Well, I mean, the reason why I asked you that is I believe if the game is choppy. The reason why I asked you that, Hancock, is the game is choppy. I feel like that favors San Antonio. If it's a smooth game and the rest kind of hold a whistle, that New York offense is similar to what Golden State was running, where once they get rolling and guys get into a rhythm, it's you look up and they got 120 on you. You know what I mean?
When they're, I agree when you say that when they're making that outside three, especially when you had Hart was making his three early in that game, but I think that played into what San Antonio wanted to do. They wanted to make sure if they get beat, they want Hart to beat them. From the corner, you can see them kind of laying off of him a little bit, and they're saying, okay, you're making these before the game really counts. But if you notice down the stretch, they weren't falling for him, and I think that's the mentality or the game plan that they're going into. Honestly, when I looked at the Knicks and the way they shot the ball in these playoffs, I don't recognize this team being as deadly from the outside. Now, they do have a couple of snipers. What's number 44? I can't think of his name right now. Shamit. I don't know why I draw a blank with him. But Shamit is definitely a shooter. But we saw Hart just go crazy against Cleveland. I mean, throughout that series. And to watch him make shots like that, I think that's a little fool's goal. I think Cat can step out and shoot it. OJ can make the corner three and sometimes from the wing. But I just didn't see them being as prolific from the perimeter as they've been. So we'll see if that continues.
Did you say OJ?
OG.
We got
Don't put that on OG, coach. Don't put that on that.
OJ is his favorite football player, so maybe he.
OJ was my man. Hey, I can't help it. He was the guy when I was growing up. OJ was running through airports and doing his thing.
I heard a rhyme about OJ when they was talking about What was they? The West Side Connection said OJ was jumping over cans as he run through the airport to catch a flight away to the Bahamas. Number 32. They talk about him. I said, "Uh-oh, see."
OJ was the man. He takes. I mean, everything happened, and his legacy was tarnished or whatever. But when I was growing up, OJ was a black cultural hero. He really was. And whether he found, lost what his roots were and all that, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, growing up, man, OJ was that guy, man.
There you go, right there, Coach.
Don't fall for the banana in the tail. Yeah, it's a lot of money if they win, because them New York folk are crazy. Or they'll go crazy.
Yeah,
They're going to tear New York up.
yeah. I mean, like I said, I think New York has a good team. They're one of the better teams they had in years for sure. And I think I was kind of against them changing the head coach. I was like, well, I didn't know what Mike Brown would bring, but apparently what he's brought is, well, one thing we know, he plays with more people. I think that, when you look at it, that's the thing is
Those
that,
boys is fresh. Those boys is
yeah,
fresh.
they're a little fresher because my man, Tom, he ran him in the ground, man. He just played him, too many minutes. So I think that has helped them, come through this playoff era. So we'll see.
Yeah, Shamit would have never got in the game if Thibodeau was still the coach.
Exactly. That's exactly what I mean. He wouldn't have seen the floor.
McBride either.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
we're going to go back and ask you. We talked about a WNBA team going to Charlotte, possibly. Can you see a Don Staley move to the Charlotte WNBA team, or you see her staying at South Carolina for the duration?
I don't know. Dawn looks like she's happy being, coaching the youth. I don't know if she wants to go up and coach ladies, because I'm sure she's had her chance, as prolific and winning as she's been at South Carolina. I'm sure there have been, probably even in the men's game, people have inquired about whether she wants to
She
coach.
interviewed for the Knicks job.
Yeah, so I mean, I just don't know if she's built something special at South Carolina. But the thing, they almost ran her out of here with this Voting Rights Act, from what I hear. She was talking about leaving if they had changed the voting and whatever in that area had redistricted that area. So I don't know, man. I look at
it. Gino.
I'm not sure, man. I think she could do a good job at whatever level, because I think she's that good a coach. But I'm not, I really don't know if she's ready or wants to do the WNBA thing.
Which finals have kept your attention, the NBA or the Stanley Cup?
I don't even know who's in the Stanley Cup. Well, I think Vegas is in the Stanley Cup. I don't know, man. I just try to concentrate on what's in my cup. I don't know what's in Stanley's cup, but I try to figure out what's in my cup. I don't know, man. I think the Golden Knights are in, right? Vegas and someone else. I don't know, man. I hadn't paid attention to it.
Vegas and Carolina Hurricane.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't ask you no trivia questions. You wouldn't have got that one.
No, not for the Hurricane. That's for sure.
Yeah. Hey, so tell Hancock the last time a Canadian team won the Stanley Cup.
I was in high school.
Is that right? Wow.
Years ago.
It's changed, man. Yeah, this was their game. So if that's the case, that lets you know a lot. That lets you know who was still dominating back then. Was that still Edmonton and those teams?
Yeah. I think the last team that won it was Montreal.
Montreal Canadiens.
Canadians. Yeah.
Okay.
But I want to say the last 10 years, It's been down there in Florida. It's been repeats with Tampa Bay, back to back with Miami or the Florida Panthers, and even Lord Stanley been chilling in the South.
Yeah.
Yes, he has. VP said, I can't name a player from each team. I can name the team, and that's all I need to name.
Yeah. Well, I don't know who's on the team.
That is the one thing with this year's NHL Stanley Cup. They don't have, like I said, for a broad audience, they don't have some household names. When Washington made it a couple of years ago, Ovechkin, everybody knew who that was. You know what I mean? Like there were some names, a lot of them were the Russian guys, but they were names that everybody kind of knew who they were. That's not the case this year. Like I don't think a lot of the players, they're not household names. You really got to be
if you watch the sport, there's some of them household names.
But I guess what I'm saying, coach, is those guys hasn't transcended across into other sports. Like I said, everybody know who Ovechkin was. Matter of fact, there's a hip hop group, or I should say not a group, but a record label that kind of the OVO, kind of played off of that guy's name. There's nobody right now, there's currently no stars that are kind of transcending into other markets yet. I'm not saying it can't happen, but this year is kind of quiet.
Well, it's definitely quiet over here because I don't know. I'll tell you, I have no recollection of anything. I know the rules. That's about it.
Yeah, well, that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Patrick Roy, the goaltender. Yeah, usually there's one or two guys in the sports that everybody kind of know what's going on. It's just not the case right now.
Well, we're about to jump into E-Dub once he comes on, so y'all get your Hawks question ready.
So who y'all got tonight? I want to know who you got tonight. You asked about who do y'all think is going to win tonight?
I got San Antonio.
Okay.
I've been wrong all series, but I'm leaning towards San Antonio tying this thing up 2-2, and it'll be the first time the road team has won the first 4 games of a NBA series. So I was my bad, Patrick Roy. I ain't French. I'm Geechee over here, baby. We don't know nothing about. But be the first time I was watching a clip of a couple other sports shows or whatever, and they were showing just how evenly matched both teams were. Point differential is like less than 6 points. Same shooting percentage. No team has had a lead bigger than 14. Like it's been a really evenly matched series so far. So
yes. Which team do you actually feel is the better team? Because that's
the Knicks.
When you look at it, you talked about them. Who do you feel is the best team?
I think the Knicks are the better team. I got the Knicks winning in 7. I think the Knicks is the better team and the better coach team as far as in-game coaching. I think Brown is more equipped to make adjustments in-game than I forget the guy's name over there in San Antonio.
Gotcha. So this is one way when I look at it and I try to clarify who's the better team. If you're doing a draft, give me the top 5 players that are coming out of these two teams. What team? What do you got?
Okay, obviously everybody's gonna take Wemby 1, right?
Right.
But then after that, the next 3 guys to me should be Knicks. I'm gonna take Brunson. I'm gonna take Cat, and then I'm gonna take Hart.
What?
Okay.
People don't look.
What?
Have you watched this series? I feel like Hart is that guy. If Hart has a good game, you don't see it in the numbers. You know what I mean? Or his numbers will be 5, 7, 12, whatever. But if he's not getting any rebounds, doing the dirty work, anything of that nature. Like he did not. He start like you mentioned, Hancock. He started off hot, but he was cold after the first period. He was cold and not active at all the rest of the game in game 3.
Okay.
So you gonna leave out Ananobi?
Well, pick your 5. I'm picking mine. I'm just saying. I said after Wemby, the next 3 guys that should get picked would be all Knicks guys before I get to San Antonio at this point in their careers.
Give me your top 5, Coach.
This is why I'm hot. I tell you, I don't want.
Well, pick your 5.
Who's your 5, Coach?
And 4 Knicks.
Coach, who your 5?
I'm not picking anybody right now.
Big homie, what about you?
I'm just gonna dispute. I'm gonna dispute your list.
I'm going Wemby.
It's no fun that way.
I'm going Wemby, Cat, Bronson, Castle, OG, and then Hart.
Okay.
You 3-2 Knicks. That's a lot coming from HO because he can't stand the North.
He can't stand New York.
Yeah. Yeah, E-Dub said he's on his way.
Okay. All right. I don't know.
So what about you, big homie?
I don't know if I'm putting Hart in my top 5. I do understand what you mean by affecting the game, but not putting stats up or whatever. You can affect the game and be one of the better players. We've seen Draymond what he does with Golden State. His numbers don't prove how valuable he is. But I guess what I'm asking is, if we're talking about a draft and you're the GM, I don't think Hart goes before either. I think at least Wemby. I don't think he goes before Castle. I don't think he goes before Harper. And these are young guys. Don't get me wrong. They haven't proved as long as what Hart has done. But when I look at what they do and what they bring and how they both affect the game, because these guys I'm talking about, they can score and they defend. They affect this game stats-wise and with physicality. So I don't know. I go Wemby. I definitely keep going. I would have to go with Brunson because he's proved that he's that kind of guy. But okay, go ahead. Let's go with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what time it is. It's the Hawks Report with my main man, E-Dub is in the building.
What's going on, folks? How are we today?
So be good.
We good, bro. We good. We just sitting up here talking about the Knicks and the Spurs. So Hancock posed the question: if you had a top 5 draft from either team, how would the draft go? Drafting the top 5 players from either team
in this series.
I think you got to go Wemby first. I don't think he's had the best series, but if I'm drafting, I definitely want him first. I would probably go Wemby. I would probably go Cat. I would probably go Brunson. Give me Dylan Harper, and then give me Castle. Just 5 off the top.
You mean you're in the same kind of vein there? I agree with you. I don't know. I don't know. Cat might drop a spot for me or whatever, but I'm kind of thinking what you were thinking, he did.
Yeah, give or take on the game,
Yeah, that's good. Coach is back. Coach, say what's up to E-Dub, man. E-Dub is in the building, baby.
E-Dub with a beautiful matching microphone and shirt, ladies and gentlemen. How can you argue with it? How can you stop a combination like that?
Hey, man, you got to coordinate.
It's Hawks red. It's Hawks red, baby. It's Hawks red. We love it.
E-Dub, the first question, me and Hancock, we kind of talked yesterday, and we said we were going to use this word instead of another word. So, were you pleased? Is that the word we said, Hancock?
Yeah, we were pleased. You asked satisfied at first, and then we said, well, we're pleased.
Okay,
yeah.
Were you pleased with how the Hawks ended their season?
I mean, I was okay with it. I was okay with it, if that was a word for it. The last game was very ugly, but if you look at the totality of the season, I was okay with it. A team like that, you just want to make baby steps, right? And so you go. The progression is you go from play in to not play in, and so you're out of the play in. So the progression now is to hopefully make it out of the first round, and then, there's progression, there's steps to this. And so in the totality of it, I was okay with it. But the way they got blown out, I didn't like too much. But the Knicks, nobody saw the Knicks turning into Thanos. But looking back, they got 2 games and ain't nobody else get 2 games. So now hindsight is always 2020. You're like, well, shoot, maybe it wasn't that bad. So yeah.
I think the biggest winners in this postseason in the NBA have been the Hawks because of what you just said. They ran through Cleveland, they ran through Philadelphia, and everybody like, wait, hold on. And then they win the first 2 in San Antonio, and everybody like the last time they lost was to the Hawks.
Yeah.
And then I said to HO and Coach, not being a homer, but if you had watched that series, the Hawks could have been up. The Hawks could have won those first 3 games.
Yeah.
Game one was in their grabs. They lost that one. They won game 2. They won game 3. And I think the way the Knicks came back in game 3 is really what kind of turned that series, with the Hawks being up 24 in that game and then winding up having to hold on at the very end. I think that really turned the series for the Knicks to be like, oh, we found the lineup to kind of punish this smaller team. And then they stuck with it, and they stuck with it for the next 2 series, right? So, but I got a question for you. You can go back, Ho. I got this question because I said something to Coach 2-3 weeks ago, and Coach tried to cut my beard off. But I want the expert opinion on what I said. I said a couple of weeks ago. Remember this, Ho? I ain't forgot. I know what I said. I'm an elephant. I said the Hawks will probably be in the NBA Finals before Minnesota Timberwolves, and everybody thought I took a little hit of some 80s crack, but looking at the two conferences and what Minnesota will have to go through for the next couple of years, which is OKC and San Antonio, and looking at what the Hawks, to your point, if they hit on this draft and the progression that we can see they can make, who would get to a finals before? Am I wrong in thinking that way, or should I?
I mean, I wouldn't take that bet, but I can see value in what you're saying, because I think that. But because I mean, you pose a real point, because obviously the West is going to be dominated by the Spurs and by OKC for the dominant future, at least the next 2 to 3 years, at least. The only qualms with that is that Minnesota is further along in the progression than the Hawks are. They've made some deep playoff runs, and if there is somebody that could just put a wild card into one of those Spurs or OKC dynasties or whatever they got going on, I think it is Minnesota. If there is one team that can rock with them, I think it is Minnesota. Give them a healthy team, a healthy DiVincenzo, a healthy Ann Edwards, and I would take my chances on them in the 7-game series. But I would probably say it's probably about 60-40, them being a little bit ahead of the Hawks. Once you account for the divisions.
I think if the Hawks are if they're able to get Andy Edwards away from them, we definitely got a chance. But anyway,
my boy, come on.
It is. Before he changed gears, I had something I want. I said, if Andy Edwards come home, that's the thing. But let me ask you this, E-Dub. When you were talking about the Hawks, and you said the reason I told Hars I was pleased was because I saw the growth of this team and some strides, kind of similar to what you're saying. But I kind of appreciated that they got their butts kicked. And the reason I say that is because now you don't overvalue what you have. You saw that we're not as close as we might think we are. I think what happened before when Trey was able to get this team through the garden and they made that big run to where they almost got there and we're on the doorstep of looking like the franchise was turning the corner. I think they kind of set pat a little bit. And I think this kind of showing really what kind of cards they had kind of, lets the brain trust know, look, we got some moves we need to make. Yeah, we got a nucleus, we got some things, but we're ways away.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
And Ansi said that in the last media availability for the year. He said, look, we know that we're not one player away, and that's refreshing because last time they made that run, what did they do? They went ahead and paid everybody like, oh, we're going to run it back.
Right.
They realized is like that team just kind of overshot like the expectations. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you still needed some tweaking and some changes a little bit. And so Ansi is very much aware of the reality of what this team is, and that's a good sign for us. I think the only folks that overestimated was the fans. They got coaching, like everybody knew what it was.
And they got a little help from Doc Rivers.
Yeah.
Doc Rivers and Ben Simmons folded like a folding chair.
Yeah, so but I think that the front office is very much aware of what this roster is, and that's a good sign for Hawks fans.
All right, let's go back to the being pleased and how the progression goes. So what I'm hearing you say, if the Knicks win the championship, the Hawks contributed to the Knicks winning the championship.
God forbid. Like the idea of the Knicks winning a championship still doesn't even sit right on my tongue. But
mine neither. I'm just saying. I will
say this. When you look at and that's a big if to me because I do feel like we do have a series. If the Knicks do go on and make it to the promised land, I think a story of this progression has to be the series with the Hawks because, and you got to credit Mike Brown. Mike Brown is not getting enough talk for the coaching that he has done. He literally switched things around 2 and 3 times in that series. And once he had that thing going against the Hawks just could not stop it. It could not stop it. They changed everything they did mid-playoff series. And veteran coaches don't do that. But a lot of folks had a lot of smoke to say about Mike Brown.
He was getting the heat in that Atlanta series too. They were like, "How in the world you down 2-1 to the Hawks?" Because nobody, you know what I mean. He was getting a lot of heat.
And Mike Brown has gotten a lot of unfair heat over the years for his coaching. And when he was in Cleveland, he's not coaching, LeBron's coaching. No, Mike Brown can coach. Mike Brown has pedigree. Look what he did in Sacramento. Like Mike Brown is a very, very good coach, and he's coaching his tail off. He's been coaching his tail off. So you got to credit that. But when you look at the story, a big common denominator is when things change for the Knicks and against this Hawks team.
Hey, Doug, the number one question that I've been getting asked to ask you is do you trust or do the Hawks trust Jalen Johnson be that number one guy? And can he live up to be the number one guy and carry the load like a number one guy moving forward? Or do we need to go out and get somebody to be that number one guy?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I think that right now, like, if you're betting on it, like, I would bet on it. I would bet that he can. The boy is young. The boy fills the stat sheet. He is a dominant point forward that can handle the ball. And yes, he definitely gonna need some help. Now, whether he needs some help that's gonna be better than him or not better, like that's non-negotiable. He gonna need some help. But I mean, he was an all-star. Like, he was an all-star, and nobody had a problem with Jalen Johnson until the playoffs. Like, he didn't get no smoke until the playoffs. He didn't have a good playoff, and then folks were saying all this stuff. But like, when he was putting up these numbers, folks was cool with it. So I think it's to be seen. I think that you got to give him at least 2 more years to at least try to run the ship, see what he can do. If he can't, it's on a year-by-year basis. What have you done for me lately? So We'll see what next year looks like. Hopefully, there's progression. But he's a young kid. You're not paying him much. He can do everything. So yeah, I mean,
Go ahead, Ace.
E-Dub, I'm all in if I can go out and get Jalen Brown, and I can bring him in here with me. And it's to me, I hear what you're saying about Jalen Johnson, and I think the talent is there. I do. I really believe that what he can provide and what he can do is great. But I don't know if he's a Batman, and I know they throw that term around or whatever. But I've seen him just disappear, and that kind of worries me. And I think he will get better. Don't get me wrong. But I would love to see him get somebody in here. Now, would he be accepting of that role? If you bring in a star that when he's already right now the face of the Hawks franchise,
definitely
do you think
so.
you
Definitely
yeah,
so.
do you think you run the risk of losing the mentality?
I
Right?
think that, and I have a pretty good idea on how these guys move. Like he's not like an egocentric guy. Like Trey was very egocentric. Like if you tried to bring in the number one while Trey was here, it would have been a problem. Jalen Johnson doesn't carry himself and doesn't exude that type of ego type stuff. He's like, yo, I want to win. I want to ball. Like, and I've been covering Jalen Johnson ever since he was in College Park. So, like, yeah, I think Jalen would be cool with it. But, like, yeah, I mean, I think you raised a very valid question.
Go ahead. All right.
No problem. I'm gonna piggyback off of HO a little bit, but I got again another question for you. So one thing about this Hawks team, they hadn't been playing together, but for what 60 days when the front office finally made those final moves. So I don't think, and the playoff is a different beast, right? It's a different season. So I don't think those guys had even maturated together yet, and then the playoffs hit. So and then fans are going to be fans. So that's to be understandable. And you mentioned it earlier, E, that hey, it's a process. The NBA playoffs and all that, it's a marathon with a whole bunch of bumps. And what San Antonio is doing now is really unprecedented. You don't see a team this young get this far this early. Usually they go through heartbreaks before they kind of get to where they want to get to. But I think also with Jalen Johnson, I think the Hawks, and again, me and Coach will go back and forth. Well, not go back and forth. Maybe it's about who they should get. But I think this team really needs a true point guard. Not a tweener, you know what I mean? Not a positionless guy we can put in different. They need somebody who can drive the car. And so that leads me to who should they be looking at as the first pick with the number 8 coming up in the draft? Should they jump up and go and get? I think Coach likes Akoff. Should they spend a little bit of money to go get that, or should they just let's see who falls to them based on?
One thing about this draft is very guard rich. Like it's very guard rich. You can get a valuable piece, and like at 8, you can get one at 10, you can get one at 12. Thing about it is. Any guys you get, it's gonna be a progression. Like none of these guys are gonna come in and be starting point guard like right away. And I think fans, they have this idea just because you draft somebody at 8 don't mean he's gonna come in and be your starter. Like if you draft a guy at 8, he'll probably make the rotation because he's top 10. But it's not going to be like a situation where he's going to lead you to the promised land because there's going to be a lot of bumps and bruises, especially as a guard. But I do believe I've said it, what you just said ad nauseum. They do need a table setter. They do need a table setter, someone that's going to distribute, someone that's going to create, and someone that's going to get the ball and distribute. Because as good as Jalen Johnson is, you don't want that to be his full-time profession. You don't want him to be the one that got to bring it up every single time. If he can, like, yeah, cool, but you don't want him doing that every single time because then you're gonna burn him out. So you need a point guard. So there's plenty to be had in this draft.
So speaking of point guards, we found out that Kingston Fleming is actually 6'2" and not 6'4". As does that affect? Talk about how that affects NBA teams and when the height differential is not what we think it is.
Yeah, like that's really for the sickos. Like I don't like 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", like you over 6 feet. Like that's kind of semantics. Like to me, when I pop film on Kingston Flemings and I see that first step and I see how quick he is and how he can pressure the hoop, like he's number one on my board at 8. Like if he's there at 8, like that's the guy I like the most for the Atlanta Hawks. I just he's got a lot of intangibles. He's still got a lot of learning, just like all these guys. Like there's so many. All these guys are just super young. They're just super young. Outside of that top 4, anything you're gonna get is gonna be kind of a project. You're gonna have to build a mold. But Kingston Flemings is the top of my list. He's a guy I really like, and I think he would be explosive with the Hawks.
All right. So with that being said, so are you saying that the biggest weakness is the point guard and not the big man?
I would say you got to address both of them. Obviously, the Hawks definitely need more size, and that was evident in the playoffs. And they have been, a lot of rumors have said they've been linked to some guys on free agency. They've actually been linked to, Amara in the draft. Do you draft the big guy at 8? Do you draft him that soon? So they're definitely in the market for a big, and everybody knows they still need a point guard. Like they need a table setter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So those are definitely 2 positions that you need. And listen, you can't ever have enough 3 and D guys. You know what I'm saying? You could always grab you a wing if he's out there. I'm always of the belief best player available if you're drafting. And anything that you miss, you try to figure it out on free agency. So there is a possibility that they could come out here with 2 guards. Like, I mean, if you're truly going best player available, I mean, that is a possibility. But like, we'll see what Ansi wants to do.
So with that being said, drafting a guard first, as in Kingston, he's more of a pure point guard than A-Cup, because I think A-Cup is more of a scoring point guard.
Yeah.
So Kingston would do 2 things. He would give you a true point guard, and it would take Jalen off the ball a lot.
Yeah, I agree. I think that and Kingston is very dynamic with the ball, very dynamic, and that's what this Hawks defense, and that's what Quinn wants to run. Quinn wants to run a very dynamic offense where you pressure the paint, kick out for threes. Quinn likes to take a lot of threes, and he wants to play fast. And you get a guy like Kingston, he can do that. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that, again, I would love to see him in the Hawks. I'm not even 100% sure he's going to be there at 8. Like, it's so after the top 4, I don't know what's going to happen. After the top 4, I don't know what's going to happen.
What big man do you like for the Hawks? Do you like Mara or do you like the Ted Reed kid from UConn?
I like Mara, but I don't like him at 8, to be honest with you. If they were to make a deal, like I saw some situation where like if they made a trade with like OKC or something and they traded down, I would like Mara, but I don't like him at 8. I like him at like 10 or 12. And that's just me. If you're staying true to what you are, in that if you're staying true to drafting best player available, I just think that there's better players at 8 than, but if you're drafting for position, that's fine. And that's fine. But like if you're drafting best player, I think there's better players at 8 than Mara. But I like the kid. It'll be really dope if he's there at 23. But
you said some rumors about trading with OKC, trading picks or trading players to get what is that deal you're hearing?
I heard Hartenstein myself.
There was a rumor that OKC possibly wanted to move up, and then the Hawks would trade down, and you would get their 2 picks for their it'd be like a kind of a pick swap almost. And it was just kind of a rumor I saw about them wanting to get up to that 8 spot. And then you would have, I think, their 2 picks. You would get like an additional pick or something like that.
Okay, because they're going to have trouble signing Hartenstein back.
Well, they're going to have trouble re-signing a lot of their guys because they're already in the second apron. And that is a whole conversation of himself. They got to re-sign Hartenstein. They got to make a decision on Lou Dort. And they got to make a decision on it's one more guy they got to make a decision on. But it's hard for me to believe that they're going to let Hartenstein go. If anybody goes, it'll probably be Lou Dort and maybe the other guy. But Hartenstein is so valuable to what they do into what they are.
Yeah,
So
but
I
is
imagine
he
that.
gonna? They're gonna be able to fit him in.
Yeah, I mean they'll probably restructure his deal, probably get him in
Hmm.
at a lower number, and probably stretch
Okay.
it out that way. And so I
Okay.
think that's what they'll do with him. I think Lou Dort and the other cat might be just out of
Yeah.
a
I just
casualty of
want to.
cap.
I just want to let Coach know that he got somebody to ride with him. Coach, there you go, Coach.
If you can get a caliper recruiter, yeah, there you go.
Either is the shine off of Chet, or is it just that he has a Wimby problem? I mean, what do you think is going around the league now? Does he look like? Uh, I mean, he's a good player. Is there a ceiling that people are seeing?
Nah, ain't nothing wrong with Chet, man. Chet's an all-star. Chet's an all-star. Like he's a good basketball player who had a bad series. That's it. Like he had a bad
Okay.
series. And to have a bad series against Wemby, it's not really anything to hang your head on. Like Wemby's gonna
Right.
make people look crazy for the next 5 to 10 years. Like he's gonna do that. And Chet just had a bad series. Chet is still a young guy. He's a champion, but he's an all-star. He's still a very good ball player. They're very much still invested in him. He's still a Mac. They're still giving him a lot of money. So like Chet'll be fine.
Okay.
That's a lot of
Hancock. If I was OKC though, I would invest in a sports doctor though. I get him in the building immediately.
But I mean, I don't know what doctor you can do for those shoulders and put some weight on it. I don't know what you can do. His shoulders
No,
not this
no, I
wide.
don't.
But
No, I don't. I don't think the problem is with the frame and any of that.
you
I
talking
think
about
the
it.
problem really is when he sees Chet. It's in between
What
the
is he?
heads.
Yeah. So, but let me ask you this, Doug, because they're going to have to make a decision with Jalen. I mean, with J Dub, J Will, whatever his name is. What are they going to do? Because they won't be able to pay all three of these guys max money.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean,
is
well,
there going to have to be a decision made on between he and Chet?
no, I think for the immediate future, because they just gave them dudes their money last year. Like they all got paid at the same time. Shea, Chet, and J Dub, they all got max deals. And so
Mm,
anything that's gonna be trimmed is gonna be something outside of that three. Like that's their three. Like they're
okay.
clearly okay with being in the apron. I don't think they want to be in that second apron. I think that if they can
Right.
get down to that first apron, shed maybe like Lou Dort, shed a little, a little extras here and there. But that three is what they're gonna ride with, and they cool with
So
paying the tax on that.
how will they pay AJ Mitchell, and how is that going to set up? Because he's going. Wait, he was a second rounder, wasn't
Yeah.
he? So is he going to be? I know that some kind of way. I know what was that? Arenas had that deal where he blew the league up with how he got paid
Hmm.
because he outplayed his contract. So
Yeah,
how does that
AJ.
work now?
AJ's one of those guys. AJ was the one I was thinking about. AJ was one of those guys who might be a casualty of the cap, of the salary cap, and that's why they
Mm,
have the structure that they do. And that's why when you get into that second apron, you got to pay all of these extra taxes and fees and stuff. It makes it harder for you to keep all these guys together. And they're so stacked with talent. It's like,
yeah,
losing to Lou Dort and AJ Wood, like that might just be what it is. They might even lose a Case and Wallace because I think his money might be up
wow,
right now. So
that's what I'm
like
saying. That's a hit, man. That is a
it's a
hit.
lot. Like their
But
books
Hancock, they
are.
got 25 picks though for the next 5 years.
I know. So
Hey,
it's like it's
I'm
not
almost
really.
yeah.
It's like pick your poison. You know what I'm saying? They still got picks, and so it's just like they'll find some guys to put around them other three because them three is
Okay,
a very good three to have. Shay,
yeah,
Jada, Chet,
yeah,
they'll
yeah.
figure it out.
Okay.
He does. What does who and what player and what do they need to do to improve in the offseason? Like, does Jalen Johnson need to work on his mid range or 3-point shot? Does Double O need to work on being more consistent?
I mean, they all got holes, man. Like
Yeah.
Jalen Johnson, for me, he needs to just watch film on defense because the way his defense was this year was very piss poor to me. I took him to the carpet a lot of times on my podcast on just being lazy on backdoor cuts, on letting his man get loose. And I gave him a little bit of grace because his offensive load went up so much. And so it's hard for a player to increase their offense and still play a level of defense that is like top tier. But his defense has to be better. It was terrible last year. So yeah, like everybody's got holes. You know, Okongwu, he's got consistencies he's got to work on. You got the young kid, Arisa Shea has a lot of a very big year for him this year. He's got to work on his handles. He's got to work on just getting into coach's good graces to be in the rotation again, you know? So yeah, everybody's got stuff to work on, man.
All right, let's talk about Dyson Daniels and his 3-point shooting. Are we gonna just tell him not to shoot threes and just drive to the hole, or
nah?
He just needs to work on it.
He's got to keep shooting. Like that's part of the offense. Like he's got to shoot. And like folks are like, oh man, don't know. You got to shoot. I don't care if you're shooting 30%. If he can kick that number up, like and the thing about it, like before, like last season, he wasn't like this bad. He just had like a really bad shoot. Like I think after a while, it's kind of got in his head. But you got to take that shot. Like you got to take that shot. And it's up to him to get in the lab and say, you know what, I need to kick this thing up to, if I'm shooting 27%, I need to try to get up to 32%. You know what I'm saying? But you got to do that because that keeps the defense honest, and that does not compromise the integrity of the half-court offense, you know? So, yeah, but I think Dyson Daniels is a tremendous player. He is a tremendous player, and I thought that he got a lot of bad rap just because he wasn't shooting threes. But, like, he does so much for this Hawks team on a night-in, night-out basis. It's just – he's a phenomenal player.
All right, let me ask you this because I think this is what I saw. Do you think Nikhil going into the starting lineup and playing the minutes that he played, probably played the most minutes he's ever played in his life, kind of wore him down in the playoffs?
I mean, absolutely. Like, absolutely. Like, it was a different beast. But, like, everybody had done that. Like, everybody was in a new situation. Jalen was in a new situation. Alexander Walker was in a new situation. Like, they were there collectively. Like, folks forget, like, this was, in essence, the third Hawks team that made it to the playoffs. The beginning of the year, you had to trade the Porzingis. That didn't work. That never solidified. And then you had a moment where Trey wasn't playing, Porzingis wasn't playing, and so you had guys playing out of position. You had Mo Gay playing center. You had Asa Newell playing center, out of position. So then you had like that second tier of the Hawks team. And then at the end of the year, you move CJ to the starters, and then you had a third iteration of the team. You had CJ, you had you took Zach out the starting line. You took him out the lineup. And so Quinn was coaching his third Hawks team, in essence, when they were in the playoffs. So everybody had new roles. It was new to everybody. And, you know, that's why I wasn't banging them too bad when they lost, because everybody was trying to figure out something new. And, shoot, you got two games on the Knicks, man. Like, it's starting to look better and better the longer this thing goes.
And it was a bad matchup. They probably would have beat either Cleveland or would have been Cleveland in that first round. But then I think that would have just sped up the expectations too fast. So
it all worked out the way.
I'm back to what you were saying earlier, or what Hancock said earlier as well. Kind of glad to see them get their teeth kicked in. So so it tempered down unrealistic
and I tell you what, man, even if you had a healthy Jock Landale, I think that next series would have gone a little bit longer, because what they really missed was that big body to put on Mitchell Robinson and to put on Cat. And Jock Landale, for all that he's not, he's a big body and he's a very capable backup center. You know, Big O just.
I forgot he was on the squad. Yeah, I forgot he was on the squad.
Yeah. So
will they recover? Will they recover from the Ricochet pick? Because to me, that is, and I'm not trying to make light of it, but that was when you have a number one pick overall, and his value is never going to be that of a number one. I'm just going to be real about it. He'll always be maybe a role player, but I don't see him ever being a contributor. And you spent that much capital on that. And when you see all the guys that were behind him, and I can sit here and say this because I didn't second, I wasn't one of the guys that talked about it afterwards. I said trade back, get Stephon Castle from Jump Street. That's what I said. Trade back, get him, get picks. And they should have done it. Will they ever recover from that snafu is what we're gonna call it?
I don't know, man. I think they're gonna have to figure something out. They got to figure out to sell it for 50 cents on the dollar, like I always say. I think that this is a big year for him, and I think that regardless of whether you want to keep him or whether you want to trade him, Quinn got to put him back in the lineup. Like he got to find a way to get him back in the lineup because his trade value right now is about neutral because he's still a young player. He's neutral, but you got to play him because even if you're gonna trade him, you got to get his value up. So it's kind of a gift and a curse because if you get his value up, then you're like, okay, well, do I want to keep this kid? And you are kind of paying him a lot of money for what he is.
Sound like DeAndre Hunter.
And the thing about it is like he has talent and he has skill. His biggest problem was that he was drafted number 1. That's his biggest problem. If he's drafted 5, 6, or 7, there's no conversation.
Exactly.
The problem was that he was drafted number 1. Unfortunately for the kid, he's a good kid. He works hard. He just, he's got to figure something out. They got to figure something out. I don't know.
How's Jack Landale? How is he looking for next year? What's his contract situation?
I think Jack Landale is unrestricted for next year. So he's a guy. He came on a veteran's minimum into the season, and they almost kind of got him off the scrap heap. You know what I'm saying? But he was only making 2.2 last year, and I thought he had a lot of value. He's a big kid, and I think that he's a perfect third string or even a backup center in that position if you're building a roster. He was making 2.2. He's on he's an unrestricted. So like you can re-sign Jock for pennies on the dollar, and you bring him back a guy that's been in your system, a guy that likes to be here. He can stretch the floor. He can rebound. Like he's a perfect second or third center.
Yeah, if he drove from Memphis to get here to play, then yeah, he want to be here.
Yeah,
he might just been trying to get out of Memphis.
That was some hating that oil getting up here from Memphis to Atlanta. There was some hating that in that octane.
All right. Hey Hancock, go ahead and tell E-Dub who we need to target from the Portland Trailblazers. That's gonna be the steal of the offense.
Go get Diddy Avia, baby. Go get it now. You need a bruiser, somebody that can go get to that basket. And now, D-Dub, he has to work on getting some type of mid-range or some kind of shot. But this dude can put up numbers. I think he's one of those players that in the right system, he can be a star. Denny Harvey can play.
Yeah, I like the kid, man. I don't know his contract situation. But I think he would be a good asset for the Hawks if they were to work that out some way. I tell you what, another guy I like for Portland is Robert Williams. I think he would be a good big
size.
He fit into the system as well. You could start him or come in and playing with a Congo. You could play him behind the Congo. You could do a lot of things with a guy like Robert Williams as well. So yeah, those are two guys I think the Hawks should at least make calls and see what the haps is.
Okay, so E-Dub was thinking of the same line you had. So yeah, we might have some momentum going there.
I need to win my bet against Coach. I need the Hawks in the finals before Minnesota. And the Hawks is the last major franchise, HO, to make it to the promised land. Everybody else has been there.
Wow.
Any other surprises that we're looking forward to in the offseason that E-Dub that we can possibly look forward to or not look forward to?
As far as draft night, Ansi has already shown a propensity like last year to make a move, so don't be surprised if he trades down, he could do what I think that the most reasonable thing would be to trade down, because anytime you're a young team and you can get more assets, that's kind of what you want. If you trade up, you're kind of giving up your assets to get something a little bit sweeter. I don't think he's in that mode yet, because clearly he's like, we're not one player away. You don't want to go into your season with too many rookies on your squad. But I think that there could be draft day deals on the horizon. Last year he made the deal with the Pelicans, which is still a phenomenal deal. It's still even though they didn't get a top 5 pick, you got a top 10 pick out of it for nothing, for absolutely nothing. You got a top 10 pick. So if I'm honestly the first person I'm calling on draft night is Joe Dumars. Just to see what he want to do. Hey, Joe, you got any more of them picks you want to give up, my boy? Listen, if that thing would have hit top 5, boy, I said they would have had to build Joe Dumars a statue next to Neek. But it didn't work out the way it was. You still got a top 10 pick, but don't be surprised if Auntie makes a few moves on draft night.
Now the Hawks,
we trust.
They came out and said that they're gonna give him 100% trust and build a team however he needs to build it. Now, with that being said, do you think that adds pressure, or you think you can trust that he can build it like he needs to build it?
Nah, man. All that was just a pay raise. Pay raise, change the title. He gonna be doing the same thing he been doing. So it ain't no added pressure. The first thing he did is solidify. He gave Quinn a little extra bread because he really likes Quinn, and it's not always the case when you got a GM that comes in while the coach is there. Sometimes the GM be like, I don't know, let's wait, but they've always had a very good working relationship. Stability in your front office trickles down to stability in your roster. And so the ownership loves what Auntie has done so far. Auntie is really comfortable with Quinn. They have a good relationship, and they're both seeing eye to eye on what they want this roster to be in the next 2 to 3 years.
Gotcha. All right. Anybody else got any more questions for E-Dub before we let E-Dub get out of here and eat some popcorn?
Who you got tonight, E-Dub? Who you got tonight in this game?
Oh my God, I'm praying for the Spurs, man. I'm praying, man. Give me another one, San Antonio. Give me another one, man. Because anybody that knows me and listens to my pod knows the 2 teams that just chat my behind are the Knicks and the Celtics. And anytime I can cheer against those 2 organizations, I will do that. So yeah, go Spurs.
All right, with you on the Knicks. Yes. I E-Dub. I so appreciate you stopping through, man. Let everybody know where they can find the Hawks Beat.
Hey, man, as always, man, it's love talking with you guys. Hawks Beat Podcast. We still got some off-season stuff going on. We talking a little bit of draft. I'm also doing WNBA. So I got a WNBA podcast called the ATL Dreaming Podcast. Check that out with my co-host Yakiri Thomas from Chicks in the Sports. We cover the dream. So we do dream stuff in the off-season. We do Hawks off-season. So we still working.
Okay.
Before we go, I didn't know you were in the WNBA. Will Dallas regret taking AZ instead of taking Miles?
Yep.
Listen, that Miles is a killer. Oh,
is she bad?
But I have the same love for AZ Fudd. But that Miles is a killer, man. She is fun to watch. She's so mature. She's got a dog mentality about her already, as a rookie. And so I don't think they're killing her. So I think that once Ozzy gets her time to make her to get her shine, she'll be fine. But for now, the optics don't look too well, and it's just a joy to watch her play, man. It's a joy to watch her play.
All right, before you go, we all agree on Sports Roundtable that we want to send Bo Bear down to the Atlanta Dream to help Angel Reese work on her footwork.
Listen. I'm not gonna say nothing wrong with Angel Reese. Angel Reese got stands, man, and those folks are just as crazy as Caitlin Clark fans, man.
I love her too, man.
See,
But the next time
I
she,
love Angel, but you gotta tread lightly when you talk bad about Angel Boy, because folks they try to come for me, but like you're not gonna come. I've been doing this too long. You're not finna come for me, but like
Yeah, but we ain't coming for her. We trying to help her. We tell her
yeah,
the truth.
she definitely need help with the footwork. She definitely need to get stronger.
She speeds up in her mind. It seems like when she gets the ball, it's a speed up process. She don't know how to settle down.
she don't slow down. And the first time she throws a pump fake will be the first time she throws a pump fake. Because she's never just raise the ball to get people to give them back. It's one move right to the. It's never a pump fake. Never. So
And Smesco's working with her on those. Like he's really working with her, and he said in many press conferences that she's very coachable. And the thing is this: if she has all of these flaws now, and she's still putting up 17,
no dumb.
imagine what she's gonna be when she gets to year 5. Imagine if she makes a little bit of progress, right? Imagine what she's gonna be like when she gets, because she's in year 3, guys. She's in year 3.
Yeah.
She got a little jump on her.
Like year 5, year 6, if she can just make a little bit of progress. So,
I agree.
You got to kind of.
I'm a fan.
Grain of salt. But yeah, the footwork drives me crazy too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all I wanted to say. We're gonna get both here to work with her. Sponsor the show. So, yeah. All right, E-Dub, man. We totally appreciate it, bro.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right, bro. Yes, sir. All right, E-Dub. All right. Any thoughts on the Hawks talk?
Yeah, he solidified my prediction. We got time to see. But he I feel like the Hawks, like I said, if they hit on this draft year, which I believe they will because of what they've done in some of the trades and moves over the last 24 months. I think they'll be able to I put it this way. When Quinn was in Utah, he kept that Utah team at a 4-5 in a much stronger West. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if he gets what he needs here in Atlanta in the East, and where, like I said, I see the East kind of coming down. I mean, I just real quick. We all know how to defend Boston. They're gonna shoot threes. They don't have no rhythm to their offense other than pulling and shooting. We all believe the Knicks. This might be their year, and it might be another 40 years before they get back. Just depending on how they want to massage this roster, right? Because the roster is a little bit older in some key areas. Cleveland ain't gonna be nothing, especially as long as they keep Harden around. And we already see the propensity that Spider can't get over the hump by himself either. And then Detroit, right? Detroit is young, but they are a mistake away with their roster from taking a setback. So I just see that if the Hawks continue to do what they're doing, it'll be right for them to make that run like Indiana did a couple of years ago.
With that being said, let's jump into Baller, Buster, and Boss Stop. Yeah, let's see what we got in the Baller, Buster, and Boss Stop this week, so we can put some folks on the table and we can let some folks have it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the Baller Award. My baller this week is I don't have one yet. Hey, so you can go next. Ace.
I got two ballers, and it's a shout out to the women, to the ladies. Ladies first, right? He mentioned it.
I just figured out who it was. Go ahead.
E-Dub mentioned it, but Angel Reese going back to Chicago and dropping that 17-17 on her former team's head. You know what I mean? That's sometimes you go back to where you came from and kind of have a bad night, but she had a great night and they won. And then one time for Serena, Serena came back after 4 years and wind up having in the doubles anyway, and they winded up winning. I think her first match or second match they winded up beating the 3 seed in doubles. So shout out to Serena and shout out to Angel Reese.
And what you got?
Hey, yeah, my ball is going out to Olivia Miles, man. Um, Watching her play is a joy, and I agree with She got a dog mentality about her, about not just. I'm not going to say she tries to humiliate her opponent, but she wants to invoke and put her dominance on the game. And for her to come in as a rookie, and I mean, I don't know of many point guards right now that I would take it. That includes that young lady in Indiana. She might be right there at the top as far as the point guard in WNBA right now. She's that good.
Coach.
Probably gonna get in the car with Hancock and go with Miles, because Miles is very consistent. She hasn't slacked not one iota. She continued to show why the Rookie of the Year vote is pretty much a done deal, barring a miracle or unfortunate circumstance. It's gonna be her. So I'm gonna go with Miles.
All right, I thought of mine too. I had 2 as well. I'm going with the Stanley Cup Hockey Finals because it has kept my attention. 2 overtime games, and I still can't name a player on either team.
That's a shame.
That's pretty good.
Hey, it looked like they just skate fast and beat each other up.
Nah, shoot, Carolina was down 3-0 in that last period. In that second overtime, they scored 3 goals, and then I got to give a ball award to the Georgia Bulldogs baseball team for making it to the 16 in historic fashion. Down 7-0 in Mississippi State, and they came back and won 11-9. They won with a walk-off too, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah. So shout out to them. Okay. You knew that was coming, then you coach.
Serena Williams was on that team.
She was looking 3 wide though. You know what I mean? All
right, let's go with the Buster Award.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it's gonna be plenty of them.
I'm gonna get in somebody's car to. I don't have a Buster Award top of my head.
I'm going with NBA
I
officials.
got a boy stop.
The NBA officials has been horrible the whole playoff.
I get in the car with you.
They are just absolutely horrendous. I mean, granted, they call it flagrant when Wemby accidentally elbowed. I can't remember who it was in the last series. Then he intentionally pushed Jalen because Jalen had been hitting him the whole night, and they just said, "Oh, okay, don't even worry about it." I mean, these officials. All right, Ace, you getting in the
Go ahead, Hancock.
As big a fan as I am of the NBA, I have to go with the whole. And I talked with Maurice today about it. I have never seen in basketball where they've taken these rules, the actual traveling, non-travel thing, where there's a European step and 0 step, that in itself is crazy. But now, even on plays where there was no call, they're stopping the game and saying they're calling a foul on somebody after the fact. And I've never seen in basketball where there's not a call on either team, but you go to the monitor and come back and say, yeah, that's a foul. That is the most asinine thing I think I see in sports. If the call was not made in either way. Now, we talked about the Mitchell Robinson play where he got pushed in the back and where he ran into Wemby on the three.
4 point, yeah.
Yeah, now that one, that's cool. But when you have a layup and somebody brushes somebody's leg and the ball goes out of bounds and there's no call, and the first thing they doing is waving their finger, and there was no call made. But then you go to the monitor and say, "Yeah, we're gonna call a foul because he touched his foot." And I hate that, guys. I cannot stand what they're doing to the game. It makes no sense to me. So I might be in the car by myself, but I'm driving full throttle.
I'm gonna get in the car with Ho, and then at the first light, I'm gonna jump out and then jump in the car with you, Hancock. But because that's why I asked the question about, do you think the game was choppy in Game 3? But I also feel like they just ignoring certain rules because we haven't talked about it. But I haven't heard anybody say half the New York bench ran up under. Now, last time I seen guys leave the bench, there was a team that probably would have made the NBA championship if that didn't happen. And you know what I mean? And so I feel like when Ho asked the question about was it scripted to me last week, I'm like, I want to not go down that road, but it seemed like every game they feed into there's an outcome that they want to see happen. And so like I said, I'm gonna get in the car with Ho, and then we get to the first rest area. I'm gonna jump out and get in the car with you.
Come on in there. Put your seatbelt on. Put your seatbelt on.
All right, Coach, what you got? Coach, what you got, Coach?
Man, I don't see how y'all skipping the father. How y'all skipping him?
The who?
The Nod father.
Oh,
Donald Trump.
because we're trying to stay on. We're trying to stay on air.
You call it a basketball game. What in the world? You did everything to disrupt it. Then you get up there and you asleep with all that noise going on. You still able to fall asleep during a basketball game? I'm like,
His grandpa.
Why are you?
I don't know no grandpa that works off more than 4 hours. I don't care how much sleep they get. Once you hit grandpa age, all you got in the reserve is 4 hours, period. So you gotta get a nap in the middle of the day. Because if not, it's over past 7:30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Grandpa will get a supper and grandpa going to sleep.
All right, here we go with the boy stop. My boy stop is Mike Brown press conference complaining about the referees.
When?
Ain't no way in the world he should ever complain about the referees. No way. As many times they have had a 20 point differential in free throw shooting in this playoffs run. Ain't no way he can be complaining.
Yeah, I agree with you. That was a bad move. Yeah, I agree with that. That's a boy stop for sure.
I think Cat tried to save him, but
yeah, I'm with you on that one, big homie.
Yeah. What you got, Ace?
My boy stop. I'm going to NFL. The Chicago Bears, which are no longer the Chicago Bears. They should be called now the Hammond Bears because they moved to Hammond, Indiana.
Yeah.
Right up the street, baby.
Hey, should the Madden get a boy stop for having this kid on the cover of a magazine with painted fingernails?
Hey man, why y'all worry about that dude's fingernails? Man, who cares? As long as he can throw. I don't care nothing about his fingernails.
He already stealing somebody's move. He doing Ice Trey's move. That was already somebody already got that one already.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? As long as he sling that thing and they was in the finals last year, hey, I don't think anybody worried about his fingernails then. That's the last thing they saw before that ball went for a touchdown.
Oh, you know what? I did forget my other baller award. What y'all looking at this right here? That what y'all looking at? Is that what y'all looking at? Is that what y'all looking at?
Lord.
Oh Lord.
Snow Glow Duke. No, we're not looking at that.
Oh man, is that what y'all was looking at? My bad.
No.
I didn't
Anybody
mean
pay
off
attention to that? Were we supposed to pay attention to that?
I saw y'all kept looking over my shoulder, so I figured.
Oh Lord.
And if my mic stand went in the way, I can get my other one.
You know what? just a
Yeah.
Can we pause for fun bag or something? I don't know.
Ball award, baby. Yes, sir.
This is why I'm hot.
That's what we gotta deal with. Well, early scores. The tip off just happened. We gonna talk about something we want to talk about, Coach. The tip off just happened. It's 2-2.
5-2.
Oh, there you go. Yep. 5-2 Spurs.
All right, let's see what VP got to say.
I thought you were going Maybelline, huh?
Hey, if he get to the Super Bowl, I'm gonna say how many people y'all can talk or say what you want to. If that sucker somehow get to the Super Bowl, you can call him what you want, but you ain't gonna call him a chump going to the Super Bowl and talk about the fifth nail.
Yeah, I just can't get with it, Coach.
I don't pay that much attention.
Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna work out in Chicago. I thought he needed to go somewhere.
Weird as some of those NFL players and athletes dress. I don't pay attention. I've seen weirder. The way they dress.
Well, it's 8:47. Let everybody know what time it is.
You just skipped all over us.
Oh, Hancock got in the car with the bus stop.
Oh,
Andrew gave his bus stop.
Y'all ain't seen mine. That's okay. Because I'm gonna get to the coach. I mean, to the judge in that Texas Tech case, who actually let Texas Tech play. You have got to be absolutely kidding me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
His own team and out there quarterbacking, and you still gonna let him play? Come on, man.
Oil money.
That's ridiculous. I agree with you. That's ridiculous.
Him and his dad play golf together. That's you know how that go, Coach. You know how that go.
And the Georgia AD is the only one go sit up and say something. Ain't nobody else gonna say nothing.
Well, they did say that they were thinking about not some couple of schools thinking about not
playing. Yeah, some of the Big 12. I thought some of the Big 12 people telling them not playing them or something.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They
won't play unless it's a bowl game or something.
Yeah, there has been some backlash, so we'll see how serious they are.
We'll definitely see how serious they are. All right, now, Coach, you can tell us what time it is now.
Well, I remember when in the movie Hancock, the character that played him, Will Smith, always had some alcohol in a paper bag. He made sure he had to drink it. So hey, we don't have a paper bag, but we got the fun bag.
SRT fun bag, go.
Make up your mind. Think. Since you're thinking now, go on. Think. Is it fun? No, sir. No. Absolutely not? Zero fun, sir.
Oh, funny. What in the world is in that bag? What you got in that bag?
Are we having fun yet?
Yes, sir. I see all the people coming on in for this SRT fun bag edition. As you see, when it's fun bag time, it's getting close to that time. So, yes, sir, it is the fun bag time. Hancock, I know you remember how the fun bag goes, so we ain't even got to talk about it. So here we go. SRT fun bag. How many people can you still connect with from your kindergarten class?
From
About
kindergarten, nobody big homie. That was a St. Louis thing. So I lost out all that contact when I left that area. So now I don't know anyone from kindergarten.
Not even on Facebook.
Nah, not even on Facebook.
Wow, not on social media. What about you, Ace?
Nah, not kindergarten.
A good portion of my graduating high school class because we all went to school together. So I could name probably 10 to 12 people right now that we went from kindergarten on up, or definitely first, second grade. So,
all right, Carletta, I already know you got know about 10 people from your kindergarten class.
A handful of folks.
Coach?
White and black, too.
It's a bunch of them. I see on Facebook. It's a bunch of them.
Okay.
Man, Cat got two files already.
Yeah, because Wimiana taking him to school.
I got about 3 people I can connect with. They go Carletta. Yeah, what's up, Carletta? I know you know about 10 people from your kindergarten class. All right, the next question. Regular toothbrush or electric?
Both.
I'm going regular. That's all I got.
Regular.
Regular. I use both.
I use both too.
Coach?
Regular.
I use.
No, I was showing you the message.
Oh, you know what?
With Methuselah, Job, and Nicodemus. God damn.
I see. Don't look like the only word you spelled right was Job.
He covered BC, AD, and Greek people, didn't he?
Hey, Coach, that's all right. I was right behind you, Coach.
He gonna get in, but I got something for him though. I'm waiting on him.
Coach, he hit you with all 3 layers.
He said
all 3
all day. All right, that's good. I use both. Name something kids today would not understand what we did back in the day.
Played outside.
Yep. Drink from a fountain water hose.
Yeah.
How about walking to school?
Yeah. Oh, walk to the corner store, big homie. Go get some cookies. They don't even know how to do it.
They jump on the phone and Uber.
Yeah. Big homie, they wouldn't even know how to pool their money together to get something at the store. Hey man, how much you got?
Exactly.
I got this. You got something on it?
They don't know nothing
about
going
drink from the water hose.
That's why I say drink from the water hose.
Going to that corner store, looking in those glass containers, got peanut butter cookies, chocolate chip cookies, raisin, all of them, and get a few out of each one, put in that paper bag, and you going to school. They don't know nothing about that.
Hey, HO, all of y'all in this way. You had a good day if you came home and your shirt was half wet, half red, because you done wiped the candy bean on. You know what I mean? If you had 3 different colors on your shirt.
Hey, I got one for you. Speaking of that, how many of them know anything about the candy lady?
None.
Yep.
Pickle.
They wouldn't know what the candy lady was. They don't know you can go to the candy lady and get that. Yeah.
Baked beans. You get the 3-color pop.
Yep. Get the freeze cup. Get the cup out the freezer. Styrofoam cup. Kool-Aid froze.
You ain't have a good day if you ain't come home. Your shirt was in 3 different colors. You ain't have a
I'm
good
trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You got to know when coming home, changing to your play clothes, getting out your school clothes.
Yeah.
And you had a real good day. You might have to come and get your knees operated on because you done fell off the bike and skinned up or whatever.
Yeah. Hey, what about the people that was latchkey kids that said, "Don't answer that phone. Don't answer that phone. Don't open that door
You
Yeah,
look at that one
when you
right
get home."
yeah, yeah. Don't answer the door. I look. My uncle came to the door, and I'm like, "Yo, I'm still watching cartoon. You disturb me. Come back in
Yeah,
about 30 minutes. She'll be home."
she'll be home. That's right.
Oh man, going to the frozen lady. Yep.
Riding
Yeah,
the bike.
right.
Listen, if you ain't came home skinned up, you ain't
Yeah.
had a good. You had for us. You got skinned up. Then we go find the creek and jump in the creek. That was our
There you
way.
go.
That was our way of getting
All right, let
healed
me
up. That
move on to
salt.
the next question because it's getting late. All right, which would you rather? 5 million today or 500,000 for the next 20 years
Oh
a year?
Lord.
Big home, you give me mine right now. I don't know how many more years it is that I got. 20 years. I ain't even worry about that. 20 years right now. Give me mine now.
Give you your
I
5 million
might.
right now.
Yeah, because that 5 million. That's gonna get me on in.
What you got, Ace? It's 10 million after 20 years. So if you add it up,
You said 5 million right now, or 500,000 next 20 years.
yeah, 500,000 a year for the next 20 years.
Give me that 500,000 a year.
See, here we go.
What you got, Coach?
Man, I'm like Hancock. Give my money now. I ain't got time to wait on.
Yeah.
I'd
If I got
rather
20
pay.
million, I
I'd
got
rather
20
pay.
million. I put 20 million in the trust and borrow against it.
Okay.
I double my money.
5 million right now.
Right now.
All right, keep, bench, or cut. No mortgage for the rest of your life. Free food for the rest of your life, and pay no utility bills for the rest of your life.
No mortgage, keep free food. Your no utility bills.
Okay, just like I said, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm taking the more. I'm keeping the mortgage. What was it? Keep what?
Keep, bench, and cut.
Yeah, I've been. I'm keeping. Yeah, keep the mortgage. Best utility bill. And I can cut these. If I can cut that keep the mortgage payment down, I can give me some food.
There you go. What's up,
I'm
Ace?
getting the car with Hancock. I'm keeping them no mortgage. I'm benching the no utilities, and I'm cutting the free food.
So you get rid of all of the bills, the utilities and the mortgage, and you buy your own food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can afford it then.
Listen, the house gonna bring me the food anyway. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know about nowadays. Some of these young ladies don't know how to cook, so maybe not.
All right.
Man, I know I'm starting some.
I got another. Which would you rather? If somebody if we walked up to you and say, "Here's $1 million," you can either keep it or give it away for the next person to double it. And if you give it away, we'll pay off all of your bills, make you debt free. And if it come back to you, you'll get 3 million. Are you gonna keep it or are you gonna give it away?
See, that's too much language right there. God dog.
So give the million away, and somebody's gonna double it.
Trying to see how they come back.
Yeah, you go if you get a chance to keep it or give it to the next person for 2 million. But if you give it away, they're gonna pay off all of your bills, make you debt free. And then the next person could say, you know what, I just give it away, and it may come back to you at 3 million.
Let me answer this one, and when I answer it, Hancock and Coach, you'll understand what I'm saying. It sounds like a real sophisticated pyramid. So, with that being said, I'm keeping $1 million. You know, in the pyramid, if you the last one to come in, you ain't getting no money. You just stuck.
The plane
you know what I mean?
That's what they play.
So that's why I said let me answer that one. We keeping $1 million. I know it sound all that pretty word because now it's trying to make you sound selfish because you ain't give it away. You know what?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's a sophisticated pyramid. I'm keeping that.
Big homie, that's like that joke. You got a white man, Chinese man, a black man, and they get money. They said Chinese man, what you gonna do with your money? He said, I'm gonna draw a circle and I'm gonna throw my money up. Whatever land in the circle, I'm gonna give to God. Whatever land outside, I'm gonna keep. White man said, I'm gonna throw my money up in there. Whatever land outside the circle, I'm gonna give to God. Whatever land in the circle, I'm gonna keep. Black man said, I'm gonna throw my money up. Whatever God can't see, you keep.
See,
nothing.
See, that ain't right.
Hey.
Oh boy.
Yep. We keeping the millie, baby. We keeping the millie.
See, Hancock, you sound like the person that find $200 outside and then see a lady crying, talking about she lost $200 and give her 20, talking about God told me to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make her feel good. I was trying to make her feel better, Coach. That 20 better.
Oh Lord.
Boy, y'all are the same. Coach, did you answer your question?
I want to. I'm scared.
Okay. All right. Which is more important?
I brought them with me, Ho.
I see. Which is more important? Time, money, or knowledge? Which is more important to you? Time, money, or knowledge?
Knowledge.
Time.
Well, I tell you what, let's do it in the keep, bench, and cut.
Hey, hold on before you go any further. I have tried knowledge and I've tried time. I'm 62. I'm not ready to try the money. I'm going to money. I done tried the mother too. They ain't working out that good. I'm gonna take the money.
You know what? Hancock, you said buckle up when I got in the car, right? Boy, I'm buckled up. I'm hanging on to the little handle on the door.
Boy, y'all all the time. All right. Last question of the night. Keep, bench, and cut. Which concert would you want to go to? Mars Day and the Time, Backstreet Boys, New Edition.
Oh man, that's easy.
I gotta go New Edition.
It's a keep, bench, and cut.
Oh, okay. I'm keeping New Edition, benching Mars Day, and I'm cutting the Backstreet Boys.
Okay.
Ditto. Same here.
Yeah.
All right, go.
Pretty much.
Y'all in with the Backstreet Boys, huh?
Nah, you can't name nobody for the NHL. I can't name nobody for them.
Yeah, I guess that will do it, won't it? All right, so I said that was the last question, but this is the last question. If somebody came up to you and said, if you can tell me in 30 seconds how much is 20 $50 bills, would you be able to get the money? But you got to tell them how much that is. What's the total of 20 $50 bills?
$1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, say yeah.
I'm a ride.
Yeah, you can give me mine now.
50 times 500, double that up, you got 1,000.
That's a stack, baby.
So I know the white New Edition when I see it.
Boy, y'all off the chain.
Oh man.
With that being said, Gonna get ready to close this thing on out, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Appreciate Ace and
Spurs
Coach.
up by 10.
Yes, my main man Hancock done stepped back in the frame, baby. He said he was gonna come back and ask E-Dub what he needed to ask him, and he did exactly that. Call it a winning streak, baby. Yes, sir. So appreciate you stopping through, Big Homie, and we appreciate everybody tuning in, and E-Dub, we appreciate it. That's all I got. Go ahead, Ace.
Oh man, shout out to you, HO, to you, Coach. Hey, you been missed, Hancock. Where you been?
Hey, man.
Good to see you. Good to see you. One time to the SRT family. Always have a good time. Shout out to my better half on the DNA Sports Talk show. Catch me on Monday, 7 to 9. Just go to DNA Sports Talk on all social media.
Coach, what you got?
Shout out to everybody for the show. Glad that Hancock is back. Well, I know he left his boy Edie. I know he don't want to talk to him, but he left him somewhere in Memphis, hiding and crying. So, and left him probably left him at the Big Easy. But anyway, everybody, thank y'all for coming out and watching us, and thank E double dribble and everybody and family and Bob.
Yep. Make sure you play the Powerball tonight. It's big. All right, Han, yes. You can close it out. Give me a shout out.
Hey, man. Shout out to the whole SRT family, all the tennis that have been in attendance and tuning in tonight. Hey, man, shout out to my brothers, man. Asa, Coach, Big Homie, I missed y'all, man. Really did. I'm glad to be back in the building. I'm going to try to get back in here more often, man. But, man, it's just good to be back, man. Have a good time talking sports with guys I really enjoy hanging out with. So, man, I appreciate being back.
Absolutely. Any sports that you want to, any sports enlightenment that you want to give us or tell us, especially on the prize pick?
Man, I've been getting my brains beat in on prize picks, so you don't want my picks right now. So it's been rough. It's been rough. Yeah, I hit a cold streak, so I deleted the prize pick app today, just to be honest with you. So I'm done with it for a minute. But yeah, man. Like I said, I'm just enjoying sports, man. Looking forward to seeing the rest of this game, see what happens, man. But that's about it.
But there it is. For myself, Asa, Coach, Hancock, E-Dub, and then the whole SRT 10 and the family, man. You know how we do it. R.I.P. Moms and Pops, R.I.P. BC. For a long time, I haven't been able to say it. If you love the show,
tell a friend.
And if you didn't,
you don't know sports, baby. We in there.
Yes, sir. SRT, we'll holler at y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.